Welcome back, fight fans. Today, we're talking about one of the most electrifying and charismatic fighters in MMA history, Quinton Rampage Jackson. Known for his larger-than-life personality, devastating power, and unforgettable slams, Rampage didn't just fight, he put on a show. Whether he was charming fans outside the cage or slamming his opponents inside it, Rampage always left a lasting impression. Let's dive into the legacy of this MMA icon. Born on June 20, 1978, in Memphis, Tennessee, Quinton Jackson grew up in a tough environment that shaped his fighting spirit. As a high school wrestler, Rampage discovered his passion for combat sports early on, which eventually led him to mixed martial arts in the late 1990s. Standing at 6 feet 1 inch and competing in the light heavyweight division, Rampage quickly built a reputation as a fearless brawler with incredible physical strength and knockout power. But it wasn't just his fighting skills that made him a star, his charisma, trash talk, and unforgettable howl after victories made him a fan favorite around the globe. What made Rampage Jackson such a terrifying force in MMA? Let's break down his fighting style. Legendary slams. Rampage's slams are the stuff of legend. Whether it was hoisting opponents high above his head or slamming them with enough force to rattle the cage, his ability to ragdoll even the toughest fighters was unmatched, crushing power. Rampage wasn't just about slams, his punches landed like sledgehammers. His right hook was a fight ender, and his ground and pound was as brutal as it gets. Relentless aggression. Rampage fought with an intensity that few could match. From the opening bell, he pressured his opponents, forcing them into his world of chaos. Unshakable chin. Rampage could take a punch as well as he could give one. His durability and toughness made him a nightmare for anyone hoping to outlast him in a fight. Rampage Jackson's career is filled with unforgettable fights that showcased his raw power and indomitable spirit. Let's relive some of his greatest moments. The slam heard around the world, Rampage vs. Ricardo Arona, Pride 2004. In one of the most iconic moments in MMA history, Rampage picked up Ricardo Arona and delivered a thunderous powerbomb slam that knocked him out cold. This wasn't just a win, it was a defining moment in Rampage's career. UFC light heavyweight title victory, Rampage vs. Chuck Liddell, UFC 71, 2007. Facing the legendary Chuck Liddell, Rampage delivered a devastating right hook that ended the fight in the first round, crowning him as the UFC light heavyweight champion. The rivalry with Wanderlei Silva. Rampage's battles with Wanderlei Silva in Pride were some of the most intense rivalries in MMA history. While Silva won their first two fights, Rampage got his revenge with a brutal knockout in their UFC rematch in 2008. The War with Dan Henderson, UFC 75, 2007. In a battle to unify the UFC and Pride titles, Rampage showcased his heart and versatility, outlasting Dan Henderson in a 5-round war to cement his place as the undisputed champion. Rampage Jackson wasn't just a fighter, he was an entertainer. Here's why fans couldn't get enough of him: charismatic personality. Rampage's sense of humor, quick wit, and infectious energy made him a star outside the cage. Whether he was cracking jokes or howling after victories, he had a way of connecting with fans. Fearless fighting style. Rampage fought with a fearless intensity that drew fans in. He didn't just compete, he went to war, and fans loved him for it. Memorable interviews and trash talk. Rampage was never at a loss for words. His interviews were as entertaining as his fights, filled with humor, confidence, and unforgettable soundbites. Iconic howl. After every victory, Rampage's signature howl became a symbol of his dominance and larger-than-life persona. Rampage Jackson's impact on MMA goes far beyond his fight record. Here's why he remains one of the sport's most beloved icons. Paving the way for MMA stars. Rampage's success in both Pride and the UFC helped bring MMA into the mainstream, inspiring a generation of fighters to pursue their dreams. Bridging cultures. From Japan's Pride FC to America's UFC, Rampage became a global superstar, proving that charisma and skill transcend borders. Role in pop culture. Rampage's charisma led him to Hollywood, where he starred as B.A. Baracus in the 2010 movie The A-Team, further solidifying his status as a crossover star. Inspiration to fans. Rampage's journey from humble beginnings to MMA stardom serves as a powerful reminder that hard work, determination, and authenticity can take you far. Though Rampage has stepped back from professional fighting, his influence on the sport continues. As a mentor, commentator, and occasional competitor in exhibition bouts, Rampage remains a beloved figure in the MMA community. Fans are eager to see what's next for the man who brought so much excitement to the cage. Quinton Rampage Jackson isn't just a fighter, he's a legend. With his explosive power, unforgettable personality, and iconic moments, he's earned his place as one of the greatest and most entertaining fighters in MMA history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the incredible career of Rampage Jackson. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more MMA stories and breakdowns. What's your favorite Rampage moment? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, fight fans, stay sharp, and keep fighting.